right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 8 of the Dynasty podcast. The boys are back. We're back in action. Another week in the NBA. Hot topics to be discussed. We're here to discuss the facts. Let's go. I'm here, Panashe and Yashanu, here with Eddie Mac, Mac, along with Trigger Trey Mitchell. Episode 8 in action. Let's rock and roll. What is up, fellas? What's happening?
Well, footy season's back in action, back at rugby training. That's why we're a little bit later today, even though it doesn't really matter for the listeners. But for us, it's a bit later in the day, a bit more tired, a bit hungry. But yeah, it's all good.
Get the episode the same time. They're like, yup. He was actually at rugby training, so the episode's actually not going to be this good because he's like, oh, well, I'm a bit tired now, I'm a bit fatigued. Athlete.
Yeah, but it gives me an excuse now. It gives me an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. Being in Fitspo, bro. You're back on the good healthy eating grind, or what's happening?
Mate, I always eat healthy. You know, man.
10 pies a week, eh?
I'm not like you, mate. What's your breakfast routine? Tell us now.
2 pies every day for breakfast.
Is that actually legit or what? Is that legit?
Yeah. And then 2 monsters. No, I don't. I have 1 monster.
There's no way.
I have 1 monster for breakfast and then 1 at lunch. Bro, this
guy's name is actually Carl.
Terrible.
His name is Carl. He's gonna punch a wall. Pies and a monster. That your name is actual Carl from now on, bro. Holy. 2 pies and a monster. Oh my. To be fair, you start work at like what, 6 in the morning?
Does it?
Yeah,
sunlight 6 a.m. You don't need 2 monsters for that.
I've actually been on the gym this year too. Surprise, I know.
Yeah, so you need the pies.
Energy, you know?
Your protein, is that your thing? Your whey protein, monster, and pies.
Yep. Good combo.
Oh, that's our resident Fitspo right here, bro. Trey Mitchell. There you go, bro. Put everyone on that diet. I'll post that on the social media. Give us your whole breakdown. I'll get your whole breakdown. Send it to me, and I'll post it on the thing for the listeners to get onto.
I think I'm a bit blessed with the metabolism though. I think.
Yeah, P missed out on that.
Yeah. Metabolism is how quick you process food. You realize that, right?
Yeah, and look at the way your gut is, mate. You missed out on the metabolism.
Have you seen me, bro? Brother, I'm built, man. I'm a built boy. I can't get fat, man. I'm just too skinny.
Mate, you got that beard for a reason, eh? Hides the neck chin.
Bro.
Imagine seeing a fat P though. Have you ever seen the guy that's like, I suppose there are people out there that whatever height you are and fat. Like
I wish I could be fat, bro. I wish I could have a dad bod. It's just the genes never got me, man. The genes just made me skinny. Hey, just give me some sort of mass, bro. I'll be built. Make me built like Caleb McDonald. But he's solid, you know. He ain't got that chub, you know. Damn.
Facts.
But fellas, good week in the NBA. Last week, literally the day after we released the pod, they announced the All-Star starters have come out in the West. A little bit like we expected. We got SGA, Luka, KD, LeBron, and Jokic. Then over in the East, we have got Giannis, we've got Halliburton, we've got Tatum, we've got Embiid, and then a surprise, I think, to a lot of people, Damian Lillard, All-Star starter. What's our thoughts? Who shocked us? Who surprised us? Who's in there? What's there? What's the go?
Dame's the only question mark, isn't it? Yeah.
Dame, it's not your time.
How did Dame get, like, out of all the sides that we picked together and spoke about, like Dame, like we're like, oh, he could do, but probably not. How did he get in?
Did you see the breakdown? So him and so the way that the system works, him and Jalen Brunson were tied in the way that the thing works. But because Dame got more fan vote, that's why he got to be the starter. So if it was just so him and Jalen Brunson were tied, and the tiebreaker was fan vote, and fan vote pushed Damian Lillard into being a starter. So it's a bit unlucky for Jalen Brunson. He's had an all-star season. He's played extremely well. I think he's played much better than Dame. And then, just the way that the system works, not an all-star starter, and Dame now sits there. I mean, look, he's had a good season, but all-star starter, I don't know. I just don't think I could have given to him.
Hard cash out, it's his first start. Dame Lillard, the 8th all-star appearance or whatever, and it's his first time being a starter.
It's crazy.
So
he was over in the West, man.
They just felt sorry for the Bucks, firing their coach, going through the controversy that they're going through. They just had to have 2 starters.
Change the system, man. Change the system. You can't have 50% fan vote, bro. And you got Damian Lillard starting. Like, come on. You could almost argue that Maxey could have been over Dame. Jalen Brunson, I think, was definitely over Dame. If we're just talking about performance this season, Trae Young,
it should have been
Donovan Mitchell.
Fan voting should have been counted way less ever since like Zaza and stuff was getting votes. Like
Andrew Wiggins as well, yeah.
Andrew Wiggins being a starter. Klay Thompson being an all-star. No.
Draymond Green being an all-star.
Like 50% for the fans and then 25 for media, 25 for players is like, come on, bro. And then you already know it gets ridiculous when, what's his name? Thanasis Antetokounmpo got 3 votes to be an all-star starter. Come on, bro. Like, I know.
It's his brother. That's his family, though.
Yeah, but still, bro, come on, man. So you just know that the players come on, man. Like Dame, listen, you had a good season, but better than Maxey, no. Better than Mitchell, no. Better than Brunson, nah. So it's just for him to be a starter, I think it's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's
rumor has that Adrian Griffin voted for Thanasis to be a starter.
His last action as a coach, just get this boy into the All-Star game.
He wants his job back. He said he should get cut, and then he got sacked, and then he's like, "Oh no, I'm going to vote for him to be an all-star star."
Imagine Thanasis. Oh, to be fair, they should put Thanasis and Killian Hayes there just to see the level of difference between all-star level players and those two. Yeah, it's hard to even give them a level that would actually justify a name to justify their level. It's bad. It's bad. But on the other side, I mean, even on the West, man, it feels like. It's a bit of I'm a LeBron fan, but it's a little bit of a historical award because if I'm being honest here, I don't think LeBron's all-star starter. If we're just talking about who's played the best this season, Kawhi Leonard, I think, should be a starter. If we're talking about just level of play, I'm not talking about the fans. I'm not talking about all their voting. Just level of play, I think Kawhi deserved to be a starter. But like I said, respect to the system. Kawhi's a hell of a player. He's still going to make the all-star, of course, on the bench. But, man, the fan voting is a killer sometimes, man, because you got players who miss out on being starters, and they really do deserve it.
Yeah, but like he's towards the end of his career, and like Dwayne Wade and Dirk were still making it even when they were washed. So it's like
no, they got invited to play. That was their last season.
Yeah, Bron's still an all-star, but like if we're talking about I'm talking about just being a starter, like the level of play, you know.
But yeah, you can see the difference though, like because I feel like LeBron's having a very similar season to Steph, whereas like they're good, making an impact, but they're not like probably
winning
to the level. But then like LeBron still gets a start and Steph doesn't, which is kind of.
I think Steph is just in a bad position because of how well SGA. Like if you think about it, like. If I rate out of 10 how well these guys have played, I think Luka and SGA would be like 9 out of 10, right? I think Steph is at like 8, if I'm just putting on 1 to 10 scale.
Yeah, but
I feel like, Kawhi's closer. LeBron's closer to Kawhi.
Kawhi's been playing better than LeBron, and I'd even say AD's been playing better than LeBron.
Yeah, I do agree. But I think they're closer to like LeBron's level of play is closer to Kawhi than Steph is to Luka and SGA, in my opinion. That's why I think it's pretty way so far ahead that Steph is like not really. He got snubbed. Kawhi, yeah, for sure. His level of play has been better than LeBron, but I wouldn't say like exponentially better or he's way ahead. But it's the system's a killer, bro. Maybe they'll adjust it, especially the fan voting aspect because for a guy like Dame, especially that West side, I don't really mind the rest of the West. KD, definitely all-star starter. Jokic, definitely all-star starter. The East side as well, even. Yeah, I got no problems with that. The only one I have a problem with is just Dame. Maybe I'm a Dame hater. Maybe that's the case. But bro, come on. So many people robbed. Come on, man. Criminal. It's very criminal, bro. But All-Star game happens in 2 weeks for us, bro. So, but who'd you pick? Who do you think's gonna win, bro? That's actually the next thing we've got to discuss. Who do you think's gonna win that game? Because now we're back to the normal thing, normal conferences.
East versus West. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The West is so much deeper.
Yeah, I got West, man. I think
it all depends on the tryhardness. Because is this gonna fix the defense? Because that's what Adam Silver was trying to get back to.
Yeah.
It won't fix the defense now.
It's going to be an offensive showcase. And if it turns into an offensive showcase, I think the West are going to cook the brakes off them.
But they at least need to like try it. Like what SGA had a cry last year when LeBron blocked them. Like, bro, it's basketball.
Now they're on the same team. It's interesting, yeah, because West have got some chill players. Like, is Luka going to try hard? Is Jokic going to try hard? Well, but then again, LeBron's team always wins, so I feel like LeBron will galvanize the troops to get them going.
But last year, LeBron didn't play like an overly large amount of minutes. I don't think he'd play very much this year either.
Yeah,
I think he'll just kind of
let the young
10,
bucks.
15 and not play.
Who's gonna hit the half court shot?
Luka v. Trey, bro. It'd be one of those Luka v. Treys again. That'd be funny.
Yeah, probably the guy who shouldn't be an all-star starter. I reckon he'll probably hit one. Dame. I reckon he gets one. Yeah. Tyrese
Halliburton, Giannis or something. Steph will probably hit it. Probably.
To be fair, Steph was my MVP pick, but then I realized he won it a couple of years ago, so I don't know if he's actually. I feel like once you win an All-Star MVP, you don't really try anymore, like in the All-Star game, because you're like, okay, got it. So
Jaden will say, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, I think my pick for MVP, I'm gonna go with Luka. I think Luka's actually gonna come out. He'll probably just have a hot streak from 3 and start cooking, get like 40 points. And Team LeBron, I think, is gonna win that game. But my hot pick, if he makes the bench, my hot pick would be Paul George to be MVP if he makes it onto the bench, because I think he'll come back, be in Indy for the All-Star game. Yeah, I think if he makes the bench, I got PG winning MVP.
If Embiid was to play, I see him getting like 50 points and 0 passes.
50 points and 0 passes. You think he's getting 0 assists? Maybe we get 0. Get us a triple-double.
It'll be Dame getting MVP, I reckon.
If Dame gets MVP.
Yeah, prove all the haters wrong.
It'd be like one of those things where you're like, oh, you shouldn't be starting. He just comes out, drops 50.
But they got to win. That means you're predicting that East is going to win, because they never goes to a loser. So you think East is going to beat West?
No, West is going to win, but I just think Dame will get it.
Didn't Jerry West?
It'd be like
didn't Jerry West
225 or something, and Dame will get it.
That was the finals. This is the All-Star game, bro. Just give it to the losers.
Jerry West won the finals MVP when they lost.
Yeah, so what, you think you give Dame the MVP because they lost the All-Star game?
Yeah, but he'll drop like 60 points. You'd be like, you have to give it to him.
Dame dropping. I might have to stop watching basketball if Dame drops 60 the All-Star game. I'm not lie.
Since they named it after Kobe Bryant, it's either going to be Devin Booker or Jason Tatum.
Yeah. It'd probably be Devin Booker, actually, because then he can flex the B legendary all game after he wins it. Like, yeah, I did this for Kobe. It's like, oh, okay, respect, but okay. Oh man. But no, looking forward to the All-Star game, fellas. Hopefully we see some more players from the Clippers other than Kawhi, because the Clippers, #1 team in the new NBA power rankings. That team's been on a heater, bro, since early December. And I know someone's a happy man here because he's already getting ready to yap. Go on, bro. You go do your thing, man.
You guys go first. Tell me your thoughts.
PG is definitely my MVP of the season.
He's still on it. Episode 1, we did this. He talked about PG MVP, and we're here 7 weeks later, and he still won't let Ethan live it down. No chance. Is he the MVP though? Is he still your MVP, Ethan? If you had to predict your early season MVP,
it has to be Kawhi. Kawhi for MVP.
Oh, he's killing me, bro. He is killing me.
At least you've changed to the best player on the team now.
Yeah, that's better, you know?
The Clippers, they're unbeatable, man. Like, when they're going good, how you beat that team? I don't know how you beat that team.
Ask the Cavs.
They have such good wing defenders. They shoot the ball well. Harden's offensive play.
Ask the Cavs how to beat them. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
On the road.
Didn't they nearly lose to the Pistons today?
No, we beat. I think it was the Wizards.
They cooked the Wizards so bad.
The Cavs only just beat the Pistons.
Oh, yeah. But the Clippers, man, Clippers are on a hater, man. I mean, I'm a Clipper hater, and I won't even lie to you. Even in that loss to the Cavs, I watched that game and I was like, this team's actually low-key, like, a lot better than I thought. I'm a bit scared if I'm the
Cavs-
Nuggets, bro.
Cavs played well. Donovan Mitchell had a blinder, but
Yeah.
like
That's what I
the
was
only
like.
reason they won.
That's what I was watching, and I was like, bro, this is actually not one of those losses where like, oh, they like there's losses where they would not ever in this game. They just Donovan Mitchell was just on a heater, bro. I was just thinking to myself, man, if this was a 7-game series, right? He's not hitting that 4 times out of 7 games. Come on, man. Clippers,
That's over in 6. Clippers beat them in 6 easy. Like I am biased. I will give you that. I'm definitely very biased. But like realistically, like in the West, like who's gonna guard Harden, PG, Kawhi, and even Terrence Mann gets buckets when he needs them, and then his defends well. Zubat's in that pick and roll, but he's injured at the moment. So you got Plumlee doing it. Then you got Tice coming off the bench who can do it. Then we've got Amir Coffey and Westbrook, and then Norman Powell and all those boys coming in.
Don't
like,
try to save yourself.
The depth, the shooting prowess, the accuracy, like defensively as well. Come on, even Harden is defending for his life out there.
That's what I was about to say. The man who, episode 1, I was like, this guy just refuses to try on defense. He is so, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's playing like. Someone said to him, "You're gonna die if you don't play." Like he's defending, actually like trying to play defense. Like, he's just not a very good defender still, but he's actually trying. He's actually trying, bro. I mean, listen. Oh my god, I don't even want to say it, man. I don't want to say it.
But you do want to say it. You don't want to
see
play
them
the
in the
Clippers in the
conference
playoffs. To beat the Clippers in a 7-game series in the playoffs, you got to bet on one of them getting injured.
And that's
I
pretty.
think, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. It's hard for me to see someone beating the Nuggets, but it's like, man, the Clippers are good, man. They're a good team. Even like that Cavs game just changed my mind. Even though they lost, it changed my whole I was just looking. I was like, man, this team is pretty good. This team is pretty good. Even in the loss to the Lakers early this season, Lakers got lucky. They shouldn't have won that game. Clippers should beat the brakes off them. Lakers just got lucky. But that Clippers team, bro. If there's a team, I've changed. I don't think it's going to be the Timberwolves that gives the Nuggets the most problems. I think the Clippers will give the Nuggets the most problems. I don't know. If I have to pick right now, I still say the Nuggets beat the Clippers and the Nuggets go to the finals. But I think the Clippers can give the Nuggets the most problems.
Well, yeah, the T-Wolves have hit a brick wall, haven't they?
Yeah, bro.
Anthony Edwards has hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
He throws bricks now.
Since Cat's 62-point game, it's downhill.
That game ruined the entire team vibe and culture, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so now you look at it though, the freaking Clippers are literally 1 game out of the number 1 seed. There you go. And the Clippers get home court advantage, and they don't have to go to Denver. That makes, if they make it to conference finals, that becomes an interesting series. That you don't have to go play 4 games there.
Well,
and it becomes it's all on.
That put some pressure on them because weren't they the ones saying that the Nuggets had the easy run to the championship?
Was it them or was it the Lakers?
No, I swear it was.
Clippers.
Oh,
it was not the Clippers.
I don't think it was the Clippers saying that.
I feel like it was Tyronn Lue saying that they had the easiest run.
Oh, damn! I thought it was the Lakers, but if it is, that means it becomes fascinating. But if you look at I think the Clippers are, I think they can, if they get right now, they're 4th seed, but 1 game out of number 1 seed. I think the Clippers make the best run home because I feel like they're already in that rhythm. I think they can probably come home not easy, but they can come home and get that number 1 seed. It'll be tight knit between the Timberwolves, those 4 teams, the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, OKC, and who's that last team that's up there as well? Oh, I missed out on one. But yeah, that's that. The race for number 1's gonna be tight.
Yeah. We didn't have Paul George today, and he was injured. So Amir Coffey comes in, drops 17, 5 and 9 or something in 21 minutes. Like the depth to just have one of your best players go groin injuries out for a bit, and then one of your rookies come in and actually just shoot the ball well, do his job, defend. That's awesome to see.
I was surprised. I thought Westbrook was gonna get the start.
Off the bench,
Do the players have respect for Tyronn Lue again, or is?
Well, I'm not in their locker room. I can't exactly say, but looking at the smile,
surely you're on every Clippers page on Facebook.
and the fact that Kawhi laughs and smiles and jokes, I would say that they're in a pretty good space.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've changed. I think not. I still have Nuggets going to the finals, but I don't think it's the Timberwolves' biggest threat anymore. I've got the Clippers because I just think that wing trio that they have of Harden, Kawhi, and Paul George offensively. It's now it's like you look at the Nuggets. You're like, man, the Nuggets. Who have the Nuggets struggled against this season? They've struggled against teams that have got big wings that can score the ball. Like even you watch that game against Philly. Philly had no Embiid, Kelly Oubre, Marcus Morris, even Nicholas Batum at some time was getting buckets. I was screaming fourth quarter, why the Batum? And they were they were giving some work because MPJ. They put him and he has it, bro. MPJ has to defend. Why PG? Aaron Gordon can only defend one of them. He can't defend all of them. And now you actually force MPJ to be a defender and really defend at a high level against Kawhi or PG 1-on-1. Buddy. And then you put Jokic in the pick and roll. That becomes difficult. But then also now it becomes Clippers. You still got to guard Jokic and Murray, the most unstoppable two-man game. So I love that series. I think that series would be incredible, bro.
I can't wait for that. But Zoo, the last time he played, Jokic shot 9 of 32, which is horrific. But also Murray's going to have to, because Terrence Mann will be defending on Murray most likely, and then James Harden will defend who is that shooting guard, and they'll run it that way. So then the pressure's not going to be on James Harden to have to sit in that pick and roll. They'll have Terrence Mann doing it, and he'll just rotate out with Paul George or Kawhi back onto MPJ or Aaron Gordon, and they'll play it like that. And just have Zoo in the middle.
You can be as confident as you like, though, but we all know how the players from the not on the Clippers, but those players play in the playoffs in past years.
It's going to be tough.
Put them all together.
It's going to be tough to hold Jokic back to 9 of 32. But if you've got confidence knowing that you can do it, it means that you're more likely to.
Well, if there's one coach I trust to have the defensive schemes to beat the Clippers in the 7-game series, it's Tyronn Lue, because I think Tyronn Lue, Eric Spoelstra, in my opinion, are the two best coaches in the NBA. So I think you put that coaching in a 7-game series, you add in the players that the Clippers have. If it just comes down to that, if Zubats can stay healthy, I think because Zubats will be back by then. And Zubats 7-game series, I back him. Obviously, Jokic he's unstoppable, but I think Jokic is more dangerous as a passer than he is a scorer. So if they can just force Jokic to be one-on-one matchup with Zubats and say, Zubats, if he scores 35 on you, doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't get everyone else involved, that's where it becomes a dangerous series. If you have Jokic just scoring 36 points, but he's having to shoot a whole ton of shots, and then MPJ can't get in rhythm, Murray can't get in rhythm, KCP can't get in rhythm, then we have a series.
But also, it's Zoo getting in front of Jokic if there's a miss to make sure there's no O boards, because if the Nuggets play so well of having a second possession. So making sure that they're not having that, so they're not getting open shots is another big thing.
Man, I just want to get to the playoffs, bro. I want to stop wasting time in the regular season. We know who the bums are. We know who the good teams are. I just want to see Clippers and Nuggets. I want to see 7 games. I want to see Celtics versus the Bucks 7 games. I just want to skip to the good part. But to be fair, I think Celtics versus Bucks is probably going to be in the second round because I don't think the Bucks are making the conference finals, even with Dr. Rivers.
Celtics next.
To be fair, the Knicks are probably looking like the second best team in the East.
And now we move on to Lakers and Warriors. What was the game of the year to a lot of people? Double overtime. Crazy, insane game that one was. First of all, thoughts on the game, but then also looking at that, Lakers get the W, but now both teams still 500 or worse going on the rest of the season. What do you think are realistic expectations for each one? What do you think both teams will look in come April time and say, oh, okay, we had a successful end of the season, What do you think?
Oh, I can't see any of them really making a push for the playoffs, really. The West is so stacked, eh? All the teams are playing so good. The Warriors are having struggles, having lineup troubles, and the Lakers, God, they can't stay good for 2 games in a row, can they?
Bro, they're horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
The Lakers, what is Hammer's cheese sandwich doing with that team at the moment? They're terrible. It's like Oh, it's gross. I don't even know how to D'Angelo Russell's having a bit of a heater at the moment, scoring a few buckets. Like, okay, cool. What are you doing? AD, get him out of the team, trade him. I don't know. Like it's just the team. It's so hard to watch the Lakers. I hate the Lakers anyway, but it's so hard to watch them. And like that game against the Warriors, good game and all that. But like it's two players going at each other pretty much.
In my life, I have never seen a woman this loyal to a man since freaking Tina Turner was loyal to Ike Turner. Jeannie Buss needs to let Darvin Ham go. Let that man go. You know when girls get broken up with and they always put them posts up, let that man go, or he wasn't the right one, blah, blah, blah. This is the time. Because sometimes in life, you've seen it, bro. Divorce rates back in the day didn't used to be so high. People were persistent. They pushed through. They wanted to see it out. We can make it work. We can make it work. They push through. They fight. Sometimes it's just not salvageable. And this is where we are, bro. We've had freaking Darvin ham and turkey sandwich for 2 years, bro. Where have we gone? Conference finals with a weak schedule, bro. I'm a LeBron fan, bro. Bro is 39. I've got 2 more years to watch my glorious king play basketball, and we're wasting time with Darvin Ham, bro.
Hey, your point earlier about marriage rates back in the day being a bit less, that's because nowadays they invented this really cool thing that's like gets used a little bit more. It's called makeup. And so, like, you can look a lot better nowadays, man. So,
nah, man, it's not about that. It's not about makeup, bro. You can have all the good looks with no personality.
There's a lot of makeup going over there.
You can have all the good looks with no personality, man. And that's what Darvin Ham is, bro. He's got good looks, maybe. Zero personality, bro. Get that man.
Can't even see that.
Out of LA, bro. You cannot.
It's phones. That's what it is. If phones weren't invented, the divorce rate would be way lower.
Listen, Jeannie Buss, let that man go. He is not the right man for you. Let that man go. It's time. Tap out. Leave him. Someone has to go. Either Darvin Ham goes, or D'Angelo Russell goes, or Rui goes.
No,
someone has to go.
Who do they get over ham and cheese?
Oh, bro, at this point, you know who I'll take? Dwayne Casey. Where's Dwayne Casey? Bring him to LA. I want Dwayne Casey. I want Terry Stotts. Brother, you know what? He's probably rolling in his grave right now. Bring me back Lionel Hollins. I want him to come coach the Lakers, bro. I just can't deal with Darvin. Brother, how are you 50 games into the season and you're still saying, oh, we don't know what's the right lineup for us? Bro, you've had training camp since freaking August of last year, 2023. We're in freaking February 2024 as of today. You don't know who your starting lineup is, and then AD gets injured. Oh, we don't know who's going to start. It's going to be Jackson Hayes or it's going to be Christian Wood. Christian Wood's saying lol when he sees that Jackson Hayes is starting. Brother, LeBron is 39, came to LA 5 years ago. It's been the biggest waste. You had one ring. People call it Mickey Mouse. I think it's legit. But, brother, you have wasted LeBron James. LeBron James came to LA for what? To win championships? You got one ring. Everyone calls it Mickey Mouse. Tap out. Someone's got to go. Darvin Ham, D'Angelo Russell, Rui, someone's got to go. I don't care who it is, bro.
It's AD. AD's got to go.
Man.
I think it's AD too. You get the most value for AD.
But AD's been the best player, bro. You can't trade your best player.
The Lakers need to realize that they're not going to win.
You think AD's been better than LeBron this season? Bruh.
The Lakers need to realize they're not going to win this year or next year or the year after. Trade fucking AD and get somebody else for him.
But who can you possibly get? Who can you get for
picks.
AD that's going to...
Trade him to Oklahoma and get some picks.
Why'd you need picks? You're trying to win a championship for LeBron.
They're not going to win one with LeBron.
That's the belief that they have. They think they can win with LeBron. So why would you trade AD?
Why did you go back to China or Japan and play over there? Get the guy out of the league.
Man. Listen, the person that needs to go is the baldy who's got the hands in the pockets all the time. It is time to go. It is time to tap out. Brother, you watch WWE. You know when Chris Jericho puts people in the walls of Jericho, it's tap out time. Darvin Ham, I'm tapping out. Get the fuck out of LA.
Darvin Ham needs to go, but they need to trade AD. They need to trade AR-15. They need to trade.
Why would you trade AD?
Russell.
You've been the best
Break
player.
the whole team up. Get some picks in there and see what happens. Get some young talent going through there.
Young talent. LeBron's 39. Why do you want LeBron play with young talent?
LeBron's going to opt into his contract end of the year. He's going to go for 42, 43 mil. He's going to play the season. He's going to leave and go play with Bronny somewhere. He's not staying. Who cares? Trade your players.
Nah, man. You give it one last push. It's one last push. That's what you do.
You know I'm trading AD
The only
for?
thing they're pushing, man, is when you're sitting on the toilet taking a poo and you got to do that last little nugget to get it out. That's what they're doing right now, and it's not working.
Bro.
Wipe your ass and get rid of these players.
brother. Remember what Stephen A. Smith said, right? Take these guys on a drive around LA. Look, do you like what you see? You like what you see? Because if you like what you see, you better start playing well. And then you got LeBron out here putting the hourglass on his thing, going, "Oh, time's running out, brother. Stop being cryptic. Just come out and say it. I don't want to play with D'Angelo Russell." D'Angelo Russell. Do you know that D'Angelo Russell got the ball 3 straight possessions in the Warriors vs Lakers game? Came down, turnover. Came down, turnover, and then comes down and shoots a pull-up 3 in transition. And
Nailed it.
That's what I was gonna say. He made it. Those 3 positions, that stretch of 3 positions sums up this man's career. Inconsistent, brother.
Oh,
we
was
can't
that
have
the
that.
overtime one?
It's
Was
time
it
to
the
go.
overtime one to take the lead?
What?
The 3 in overtime to take the lead.
Oh, bro, I don't care.
It was.
It's
And it was a
time
great
to
throw.
go. To be fair, it's either D'Lo goes or Darvin Ham goes. One of the two has to go. It's time
Or
to
AD.
let that man go. One of the two.
You can put Cam Reddish in D'Lo's bloody luggage bag and get him out of there too, because he's
Oh,
No.
Cam
bullshit
Reddish,
too.
man.
Oh my!
I feel
who are
bad.
they going to trade D'Lo for? Spencer Dinwiddie? Come
It's
on.
probably gonna be a 3-team deal, right? I think it's gonna be a 3-team deal between. I think it's Lakers, Hawks, and Nets. I think it's gonna be a 3-team deal.
I reckon
It's not going to
I
happen.
can trade AD for Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp, and Malcolm Brogdon.
No, absolutely not.
That'd be
No. Why would you trade AD? AD is literally the only good thing going for this team. Even LeBron at
No.
age 39, I wouldn't even say is a good thing going because I feel like AD. Brother, why
LeBron.
would you trade him?
Trade
Even
LeBron.
LeBron retires in 2 years' time. AD is
Trade
what?
LeBron.
He's still
Trade
30,
LeBron to
31.
Cleveland. Trade him to Cleveland. Get him out of there.
Man, they need to, brother. Something's got to happen. Genie Bus. If Genie Bus does it, bro, oh my lord, it's going to be depressing. Because this is the thing, right? They went to the conference finals and they said, you know what? The team only had like 30 games together. Imagine we got a whole season. You've had 49 games, nearly 50 games, brother. Time to tap out. Walls of Jericho, tap out. It's time to go, bro. It is time to go. Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 2, brother. 229. It is time to tap out. Game over. Time's up. Over now. Let's leave. Bro, I can't deal. I'm done, bro. If the Lakers don't make a move, I can't, man. I can't deal with this. 2 years away from being a Pistons fan, I'm dealing with the Lakers wasting LeBron's career. Because when LeBron retires, I'm going to become a Pistons fan. And I just know what's ahead of me. And I know what's happening right now. Life's not looking good, man.
No, the Wizards are going to draft Bronny. You're going to be a Wizards fan next year.
Oh, Lord. Imagine me and Trey getting a trip to Washington, D.C. to go watch LeBron and Bronny on the Washington Wizards. Life is just...
Listen, tickets will be cheap.
Like, think about it. The Lakers are going to be in a situation end of this year, right? Let's just say Bronny gets drafted. Again,
Yeah.
And he's playing for, I don't know, let's just say he's playing for the Hornets or something.
Yeah.
LeBron's going. Then AD's going into his final year. He's going. Okay, so they're going to have to look to trade him anyway. And then D'Lo, whatever's happening there, he's gone. They're going to be so bad. They need to trade players now.
D'Lo is not going to
Why?
leave the Lakers.
Why would you trade players now? Why?
They're not going to have enough value. Some of these guys are so bad, they won't even be in the league in a couple of years. They just need to get rid of them. Hachimura, what is that guy? I thought he was talented. I thought he was good. He's dog.
No, he's a good
seen
player. He's just been
myself play
injured. He
better
hasn't
than
had the
Rui Hachimura,
opportunity
and
to
I'm
get
bad.
continuity.
Rudy's good. That's why the Wizards traded him, because he was never available. He was always out.
Yeah. He just
Hurt
hasn't had the
or whatever.
opportunity to develop any sort of continuity.
Christian Wood's gone from like a pretty decent starter to like, I don't even want that guy on my team anymore. Like, he's useless. Like,
His personality is the worst part about him. Though. He's saying lol at the lineups and stuff.
he's
like,
American.
You can't be doing that.
That's what they are.
When he said that lol comment and they were trying to cover it up like he was saying lol to something else, like, bro, come on. You're trying to treat all the fans like we freaking, like, come on, bro. We have no brand. Come on, man. Don't do that. We know we were saying lol at.
Christian Wood's trying to beat the allegation of being a bad person and then says that.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember in the
buddy.
offseason, they're all sticking up for him as well. They said, oh, nah, he can change. LeBron will be a good thing for him. Bro's been the same person, low-key. And maybe it's because of Darvin Ham and his inconsistencies with the lineups, and he just doesn't know how to decide who's in, who's out. Like, Darvin Ham, doesn't matter who's in, who's out. Like In-N-Out Burger, I'm out on you, buddy. Get out of LA now.
Christian Wood has been hanging around Rajon Rondo too much. It's just what it is.
Bang, bang.
Clyde Jones got Kai Jones got waived for having mental health problems, but Christian Wood is literally just a spoon. And he's
Shout
still
out
in the
to
league.
shout out to Rajon Wick as well. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, and
Chris Paul.
Rajon Escobar, Rajon Wick. A couple of nicknames for our resident
Yeah.
drug dealer and
Whatever he needs to
gangbanger,
be, that's what he is.
Rajon Rondo. Chitty chitty bang bang, bro. That's my guy.
Do not associate myself with any of this.
Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, no, man. Lakers, time to tap out. Please get rid. And we didn't even talk about the Warriors. Warriors, yeah, you guys missing the playoffs. We don't even have to discuss that. Yeah. And tap out, trade.
On a
trade
positive
Clay.
note, Andrew Wiggins has had a good last couple of games. I'll put that out there.
Yeah, man. I was like,
He knows he's on the chopping block.
Yeah, but he's playing a little bit better. He's playing a little bit better. The
Him
Draymond
and-
Green effect.
him and Clay Thompson. Him and D'Lo Russell realized that they were both gonna be traded from their teams and said, "Nah, man, time to get in the gym nice and early." And they've just been popping off lately. And shout out to Kuminga as well, bro. He's been on a roll as well.
Time to wake up at 4 a.m. like Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, 4 a.m. so you can go see Rachel Nichols.
Yo,
Yeah, never beating the allegations of the bubble. But
That
anyway, fellas,
100% did happen. 100% did
facts.
happen.
facts.
We'll show some respect to the good teams, not the wallowing ones. We got the Knicks over there on an 8-game winning streak at the moment over there in the East. Making their way up, man. They were freaking 7th seed, and then now they're rising up. Now they're 2nd seed. What's your thoughts, bro? You think these guys are legit, the real deal?
Yeah,
There's not much competition in the East, to be fair.
yeah.
They're,
But
they're
with
looking
Julius
good.
Randle injured now, though.
Yeah.
Are they going to keep it up, maintain it? What's
No,
going to happen?
no,
They have
no.
got OG.
They'll probably take the number 1 seed.
Hey,
Frauds.
They'll probably take the number 1 seed now that Julius Randle's injured.
The Knicks are frauds. They've beaten 3 games over 500 during this 8-game win streak. They are frauds. They're frauds. Just wait. Wait until their strength of schedule gets a little bit harder. See what happens.
what about the
Frauds.
Cavs?
Huh?
The Cavs have the same 9-1 record over the last 10. Like, Cavs are pretty good.
Because
We think
Cavs
they're
are real
legit.
deal. They beat the Clippers. Cavs beat the Clippers. If you beat the Clippers, you're actually the real deal. No, I'm not even trying to hate. I'm being serious. If you beat the Clippers, you're the real deal. You can't waltz around here beating like teams that are under 500 on an 8-game win streak and say, "Oh, we're legit." Okay, cool. You can say you're legit. Let's see what happens when you face the Celtics. Because you have to play the Celtics twice more. Let's see what happens. Probably gonna lose twice. Then everyone won't be singing the same kumbayas, bro. Stephen A. Smith, he looks like a happy man right now. See Fat Joe looks like a happy man. Spike Lee looks like a happy man. All right. I'll see you in May, bro. When you guys are all crying. Same old, man.
Stephen A. Smith's a happy man because he's about to get the bag.
Which
He's
one?
about to make $50 million a year or something, isn't he?
Really? Like get paid like an NBA player? Goodness me.
Yeah.
Well, Pat McAfee
oh,
got some crazy money, so I mean,
I think
Stephen A. is a bigger
contract comes
personality,
up-
low key.
I think his contract's coming up in the off season or something. He's like a free agent. He can literally
Didn't
sign
Doc
with
Rivers
anyone.
sign like a big contract like that?
Doc Rivers.
Yeah, isn't his quite big?
Gotta be. Well, he said he
Not like
extended
Monty
long-term
Williams,
deal was
though.
quite massive too. Surely he's getting some hefty money. He's
Like,
Monty
like,
Williams
over
range.
like 3 years or something.
Far out. So what? It's Spoelstra, Monty Williams, and Doc Rivers highest paid. Like one of those people deserves that money. The other two, not so much.
Doc
Damn.
Rivers.
Monty Williams deserves a slap on that bald head.
So it's all the bald coaches are like the worst in the league. Is that the trend? Is Mike Malone bald? He's not, is he? I just don't want to say that because they're the NBA champ. But he's got a little bit of hair on there, right?
No,
Yeah,
he's not. He's not bald. Darvin Ham. You just want to lick your hand.
Yeah. So it's Darvin
Nothing wrong
Ham
with him.
bald. Yeah. You got Doc Rivers. He basically needs to let it go. So he's technically bald. Bad. So it's bro. If you got hair, you're a good
Monty
coach. That's why I
Williams.
say go hire Dwayne Casey. He's got a good full of hair.
Unsound. Wiz unsound, even though he got. Oh, he's moved on.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. He moved on to a new life. R.I.P.
No, somehow we got a job in the front office.
Oh, I can't wait for him to make a trade when he trades Kuzma for like a bag of potato chips. He's like, yeah, that was a good trade. Good value for us.
No, the asking price is 2 first-round picks apparently.
Wow. That's good trade.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
shit,
that.
I read somewhere today that apparently it's more than that.
Damn.
More than 2 first-rounders.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some idiot's gonna pay it. Like, there's been
Yeah.
so many dumb teams. Yeah, probably because he's from Detroit, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh Lord, please don't take. Oh, Kuzma's already a bad enough team. I'm 2 years away. Like I said, 2 years away from being a Pistons fan. I don't want to have to support Kuzma. I already had to support him on the Lakers. I can't do it again. But you look at another team in the East that's on the opposite spectrum of the Knicks, the Heat. A 7-game losing streak up until today. Then they beat the Kings. I mean, the Miami Heat they are anything but hot right now. They are cold as ice. I just don't even know what you can. That team has like made the trade for Rozier, and the way that they're playing him is weird. It seems like they're trying to make him more of a facilitator, whereas I thought he would be coming there to be this like try give you some scoring, and he's not really averaging many points. They're trying to play him as a new facilitator for them.
Is he starting?
He is now.
Yeah, first game is off the bench.
Maybe
first 2 games.
he's like a better like a Russell Westbrook type player off the bench. Just
No. I
make
just think
them
they need to stop mucking around with it. Like I think Bam needs to be there like a Jokic for them with the players that they have around, with the Hero or even have Hero as your point guard rather than Rozier. Rozier's like
Hero was playing point guard the whole season anyways. Why change it?
yeah, or just and have Rozier playing a shooting guard, and then I think it's because Butler's come back as well, so it's like they're trying to get that connection again, and so it's all falling apart at the moment. But they'll come good. The Heat will come good. We know they will. He doesn't think that though, eh?
Do you want me? Do you want me? I can start, but I don't want to.
Give us some more negative stuff right now.
I don't want to come across like I'm being a hater. So I don't know if I want to start this. I think
you do realize that you are a hater. That's what
they've maxed it out, bro. They've maxed it out. Jimmy Butler's 34 now. You've maxed it out, bro. And the team. To be fair, it's not Jimmy Butler's fault. I'm not blaming Jimmy Butler. It's not. Yeah, but it's like, brother, you look at the team around them. It's Kevin Love. He's old head now. You've got players like the team that they have just doesn't fit very well anymore. Defensively, I think they're still good, but offensively, they just seems like they're just struggling to find something that fits. Are you building around Bam, or is it Jimmy's team? Is it supposed to be Tyler Hero's team? Are you like, what's the thing? And I think in the offseason, they already made the mistakes. Why? Like, why would you let go of Max Strus? I thought Max Strus had a really good season. I think Max Strus was far better than Duncan Robinson. I don't know why you wouldn't just pay Max Strus the money and trade Duncan Robinson. Now I think they're paying the price for that because, I mean, yeah, that team is wallowing, man. And Gabe Vincent, for some reason, refuses to play for the Lakers. Yet last season, he was freaking playing like prime John Stockton on the freaking Heat in the playoffs. So I'm like, you guys lost a lot of players, and I think you made the wrong decisions in free agency, and I think you're paying for it now. And I don't think they're going to go back. Don't think they'll slip the finals again in this Jimmy Butler era.
What's happened to Gabe Vincent?
He had procedure on his knee, like probably more than a month ago. So he might be back probably in February now. Well, is it? Yeah. So he might be back this month or next month. But by the time he comes back, he only have a month and a bit to. I mean, the Lakers are not even in the playoffs, so maybe he might not even be playing the playoffs. Yeah, and he signed a deal. What was that?
I think they're playing at the moment. Yeah, they've knocked the Rockets out. The play-in.
Oh, yeah.
Rockets have been struggling lately. 3-7 over the last 10.
Like 24 and 25 of the Lakers, aren't they?
Yeah. They're wallowing, man. Wallowing badly. Those playing spots are going to get interesting, man. Especially with in both conferences, the playing spots are going to be interesting. The Heat. The thing is that the Heat is, even though with all these losses, they went on a 7-game losing streak, and they still are like 3 games away from being out the play-in. Like that's how bad the East is. If you went on a 7-game losing streak in the West, brother, you'd be freaking competing with the Bears.
Heat are 7 at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. They went on a 7-game losing streak, and they still weren't nowhere near from like missing the play-in. It just shows you how bad that
the team that's coming 10th in the East is the Hawks, and they're like 21 and 28 or something.
Bro, that is just horrible. So you went on a 7-game losing streak, and you're still like 4 or 5 games away from even being out the play-in. Bro, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Change the system.
The team that are out the play-in are terrible. Brooklyn Nets. You hear they're gonna try trade Mikal Bridges for their picks back
Really?
from the James Harden trade?
Ben
That's
Simmons,
crazy.
what is Ben Simmons up to as well? Like
Ben Simmons is a tease.
He needs to retire.
He's a
Comes back
tease.
from one game, gets injured.
He's actually gonna hate retirement. Like when he does eventually retire, he's gonna have a bad life because he's just gonna have a sore back. Like
I think his body's gone.
The players don't recover from the back injuries the same. Like Dwight Howard.
Dwight was a little bit more fortunate because he had, I don't know what he got, but he had the surgeries, right? But yeah, his surgery kind of worked out well for him because he still came back and played, and he was still pretty athletic when he came back too. Whereas Ben Simmons, it seems like it's the nerve damages is the one that's a killer. And for him, bro, like obviously when he came back from this injury this week, got the near triple double, but then he hurt his knee in that same game. But it seems like, bro, he's like just on the injury report, off the injury report. And then even when he comes back from this knee injury, the back might be messed up again.
MPJ is another one with a bad back. He's playing all right, but he fell heaps in the draft board though.
Yeah, taking a risk on a play with back injury, bro, that's a toughie. But I mean, he's paid off because he's been able to like fully heal up from that. But bro, like, geez, you look at those teams like the Nets, like Ben Simmons as well. Look at that next season, last year of your contract, bro. And after that, it's tough to see him ever getting another massive contract like that. Toughie, you're toughie. Injuries, bro. But injuries, big talk. Joel Embiid, you know, the injury that probably now has knocked him out of fully out of any sort of awards in the NBA. Brother, I mean, we haven't got the full the thing of the injury, what the diagnosis is the injury, but more than likely he's not coming back before he misses more than another 5 games, which will knock him out all NBA awards and all that stuff. What do you think that means for the Philadelphia 76ers? Because they've been already, from where they were at the beginning of the season, they've started to, crash down with him being hurt. What do you think can happen with him if Embiid's out for an extended amount of time?
Who's the 76ers backup center?
Paul Reed.
Paul Reed, eh?
Yeah.
Right. So they need to do something about that. If Embiid's going to be out,
good.
The way
He's actually not a bad player.
Yeah.
He cooked Jokic, man. He gave Jokic, I'm pretty sure he had like 20 something points that game, man.
Cut it out. So they need to do something about that. They also need to do something about their point guard depth because D'Anthony Melton's been out for way too long. Tyrese Maxey's now injured. And Patrick Beverley's not bad, but come on. They need to do something.
You named 3 point guards and then said that they
need Come on.
These injuries. Well, they need
come on,
going to score some points for them. And Tobias Harris has been injured heaps. Like Philly, decent players, good team, good surroundings, but they're not going to go anywhere because everyone's injured.
Bad.
They need to sort that out. They need some depth in that team.
They got depth in that trade, but even the depth's now injured. That's the problem. So it's like, man, Philly, same thing. I saw this morning freaking Kendrick Perkins said that it's time for the Bucks to shut down Embiid for the season. Like, no, we're just not going to do that. No, absolutely not.
But they might.
We're game 50. We're not shutting him down at game 50. I think, listen, they're going to make the playoffs.
They're not going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll make the playoffs because the East is that weak. But, like, you may as well, Embiid's not playing in the All-Star game. I think that's very obvious. He's no way to play All-Star game. Come back after the All-Star game, make a push. You're probably going to be the next Bucks and Celtics will be ahead of you. Maybe even the Cavs will be ahead of you. Damn, actually, the Pacers probably might be ahead of you too. So you're probably going to end up being in that 6th seed, Embiid, and then you guys go up against. You better hope you're not playing the Celtics. Oh, sorry, we're not going to play Celtics. You better hope you're not playing the Bucks because they always seem to lose to the Bucks. So yeah, Philly, bro, you need to do something because in this time while Embiid's gone, someone's got to step up and do something.
Philly's already at 5th.
Jeez, and they're one. Yeah. Man, and if Embiid's out for this next 2 weeks before the All-Star game, that's about 7 games. And if you if you even go less than 500 in those 7 games, that's now when you're starting to play with fire because the Pacers with Halliburton second half of the season, he's probably gonna go all out, to play as many games as he possibly can to make sure he doesn't miss out all NBA. The Cavs
He's
obviously
already
on a
missed it.
heater.
He can only miss like 2 more games or something. He's not gonna get it.
Games are running out, bro. That's the new rule, bro. It's killer. And that's the thing for Embiid, dominant season. Like I said, 20 years time. In 20 years time, people are gonna look at those stats with no context and be like, how did the guy who averaged 36 points, 10 rebounds, not make any All NBA first team or even sniff MVP voting?
What's a 65 game rule stick around for like 2 or 3 seasons?
Yeah,
and then get abolished.
But I think it's a good rule.
Everyone knew this was that there was going to be somebody that was going to get injured that's having an insane season that's not going to get an award, which is just like, it's just unfortunate. It's just the way things happen. Like in rugby or rugby league, or even NFL, something like that happens, and it's like, well, that just sucks. You're having a mean season, but it just sucks, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's the same what's happening here. Embiid's having an insane season. He's injured a lot. It sucks. You can't take away from somebody else who's having a good season just to give it to somebody who's only played 45 games when the other person's played 75. That's not fair, because if you can average 31, 12, and 6 or something, whatever Jokic is averaging at the moment, I'm not even sure. But like, if you can do that for 70 games plus, whereas Embiid does it for 50, you deserve it. It doesn't matter. Even if Embiid's averaging 38 and 15, it doesn't matter. I actually really like the rule, and I think it should definitely stay. I'd even, in a couple of years' time, when players are playing healthy and the physios and all this things is going on, I'd even lift it to 70 games. Like,
oh, that's a dagger.
I think it's a great rule. It's a great rule to have in the sport.
Yeah, it's a good rule. I like the rule because I think it's just more. Yeah, it's better to assess someone over a bigger sample size.
Especially for like fans that come to play, pay heaps to come watch you play, like that chick that flew from Germany to watch Killian Hayes. Imagine if Killian Hayes didn't play that game.
She probably wishes he didn't play that game after watching it.
Who would fly all the way from Germany to watch Wizards versus Pistons?
That's a great game. Great game. It was a great game.
Poverty Bowl. Bruv. Oh my lord. But yeah, no, I mean, good rule, but it's a toughie, man. Like I said, Embiid, tough luck. Halliburton possibly also could be tough luck. But in saying that, this is where now there is money to be made. Because if you're a betting person, this is not gambling advice, but this is the tip. You go to your nearest sports book, and this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take SGA. If you're in New Zealand or Australia, all these other countries where you work with the decimal system, $4 to win MVP SGA. Then you multi that with Steph Curry, $8 to be clutch player of the year. Put that together, $32 odds. You're welcome. That's your picks. SGA, I think now, because Jokic is going to get punished. They're just going to punish Jokic for absolutely no reason. They'll be like, well, Jokic, because think about it, if they don't finish number 1 seed, they'll just look for a reason to punish him. SGA, they'll be like, oh, he's a feel-good story, and Perk is going to come in, he's going to create all these narratives. Oh, he's Canadian, give it to a Canadian, first Canadian since Steve Nash, blah, 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 blah. Narratives, and they'll give it to SGA. SGA is your MVP, Steph Curry, clutch player of the year, you're welcome.
But Kendrick Perkins is back on Jokic's side now, isn't he? Isn't he saying that he's better than Embiid and stuff? Damn. I mean, he is, but like...
The Serbians must have come in his comments and killed him.
You guys are overlooking one key person in the league that
no,
MVP.
No, he's going to say Kawhi.
And it's Luka Doncic.
No.
And the SGA is not going to get it over Luka.
No.
Story of.
No.
The Mavericks keep losing games that they should win, though.
The MVP is not a team award; it's a player award, and Luka's going to get it.
But if they finish 6th seed, you can't give it to him. If they finish 6th seed and OKC finish 1st seed, SGA will get it.
Nope.
OKC's going to finish like 3rd or 4th.
But I'm saying if they finish 1st, that's when you give it to them. And I think that race for 1st place is between 4 teams right now, and it's race to 1st. Almost decides a lot. Like obviously home court advantage, but race to 1st for a guy like SGA, that gets you MVP. Because if SGA doesn't finish 1st, or if the Nuggets don't finish first. But if Luka and the Mavs can rise up to like fourth, that's when Luka can get it. But I think SGA, bro, that's the guy, man. Canada, get your first, no, second MVP. There you go.
Top four's locked in the West, though, isn't it?
Yeah, all those teams will get home court advantage now, I reckon. I don't think anyone can sneak in.
It depends on how the Thunder
Maybe
go
the
after
Suns.
the All-Star break.
Suns could make a mad dash, but they're still 4.5 games. Yeah, there's only 1.5 games difference between first and fourth.
Yeah, that first to fourth race is good. I like this. It makes it good because that means all those games in the second half of the season between those top four teams now actually have got additional meat. Like, there's additional stakes in those because now it's going to decide whether or not you're playing at home or whether or not you're going to Denver and playing at altitude. Because, like I said, there's only one place where you don't want to go. It's Denver. I feel like if you're any NBA team in the West, I feel like you feel like you can win on the road anywhere except Denver. That's the hardest. And now it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. It is time for the Dunk Dynasty podcast team of the week, the biggest accolade you can get if you are an NBA player, not even MVP or NBA 75. It is the Dunk Dynasty podcast team of the week. Fellas, what are we looking like? I think this week I can't keep selecting the same players, so I have done what the All NBA team did. I have gone positionless, but like I said, I'm happy to hear everyone else's. What's everyone else got? Who's in the Dunk Dynasty podcast team of the week for you?
It's unanimous for the guards, really, Luka and Booker.
You what?
Say that again.
You what? Sorry.
What did you say? Unanimous. What's unanimous?
Unanimous.
What?
Oh my god.
Unanimous.
Unanimous. Oh my god. Unanimous. Unanimous. Oh my god. I can't even say it.
Yo, it looks like you lost all meaning of the word.
What? No, one more tip, please. One, please.
I don't think I can do it.
Are you trying to say anonymous or unanimous? Yeah.
I can't say either of those.
Oh Lord, I'm dying. Okay.
It's the second half of the word that I can't say.
Okay. Okay.
Eminent.
One unanimous pick. Who's your one unanimous pick?
Luka.
Bag. There we go. Luka, Donnie, first
Agreed.
player
Agreed.
in. There we go. Alrighty. Luka. Welcome to the team. Pick number 2. Who we got?
Well, the player that won Player of the Week in the West, I don't think he should have been Player of the Week, but he played pretty darn well. I'll give it to him. Devin Booker.
Booker T. Washington is in. I've got Booker T as well. Who you guys? Hey, Ethan, you got Booker T as well?
I got Donovan Mitchell.
But have you gone positionless? Is Donovan Mitchell? I'm sorry. Is Booker in there at somewhere or no?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so we all.
Why wouldn't you just say that?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we're doing shooting guard. To be fair,
I was just going name by name so we could go unanimous.
okay,
and
we're just going.
Wait, you thought we were doing shooting guard?
Yeah,
You thought we were doing shooting guard?
I was going to play Booker at small forward, man.
Oh,
That's
no,
fine.
because it's positionless, man. So who the best is in? The best is in, man. So the best is in. Booker is unanimous as well.
Booker.
Welcome, Devin Booker. And then, so you said Donovan Mitchell. I've also got Donovan Mitchell.
I got Paolo Banchero.
And just like that, you have been overruled because it is the Donovan Mitchell show.
Everyone.
Bang, we're zooming through this right now. There we go. Luka, Booker, and Donovan Mitchell. All right, number 4. Who's number 4 for everyone?
It's probably the same as every other week in Sabonis.
Yeah, I've got Sabonis in my one as well.
I've also
26 rebounds.
Also got Sabonis.
Holy boys, we're zooming. This might be the first unanimous. Okay, this is where the beef is going to start on the last spot. Who's ever I got for the last spot? Because I wrote my team in the wrong order. So I've actually got a guy who's supposed to be at the top is at the bottom. Who's everyone's 5th player? I have got Wardell Curry as my last player in my team.
Jokic, the Yokester. Or I went position. So.
Oh, I went positionless, man. So I got Wardell.
I've got Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, Lord, so we're all over the place. Holy, this is bad. Okay.
Well, I went centre, so you guys said position list after I've already made my list.
Compelling arguments here. I'm happy to put Wardell out because they had a pretty, in terms of winning, all right. But Kawhi and the things, they were 2-1, weren't they? So
yeah, on the road.
I mean, listen, I'm happy to flex out Wardell if someone can give me a compelling argument for their guy.
Nuggets beat the Sixers.
Clippers beat the Celtics by 30
with no KP
in Boston.
And the Celtics
on a back-to-back. On a back-to-back.
So you want Kawhi?
Yeah, give it to them if you want.
I want Kawhi. Absolutely, I want Kawhi.
Okay, I mean, listen, Kawhi hasn't been in there. Curry's been in there, so we can put Jokic has been there. So the only person who's not had a spot before is Kawhi. So I think Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, you got Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard. Okay, so here's the official Dunk Dynasty podcast team of the week. We have got Luka, the Don Doncic. We've got Devin Booker T. Washington. We got Donovan Mitchell. We've got Kawhi Leonard, the Claw, and then we've got Stat Patter bonus. How good. That's the Dunk Dynasty podcast team of the week. Well, fellas, we done well. We freaking got the team of the week. Pretty, actually, Kawhi, we can basically say, you know what? Just for the sake of it, we'll say he was unanimous, even though he wasn't. That's okay. I'll just want to say because we got 4. I just want to say we got 5 out of 5. That's good. But that is a wrap. Episode 8 of the Dunk Dynasty podcast. We appreciate the support. Thank you so much to everyone who is showing love. We love putting the content out. We are glad that you are enjoying watching it, listening to it, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we are there. I guarantee you we will continue to be there. Thank you again for the support. We shall see you on the next one, episode 9. It's been good. Been a pleasure. Catch you later.
See you, James.
See ya.